Aquarius, to your end of the month reading for July. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what's going on with you, my friends. End of the month. Feeling like the heart chakra is open at this end of the month for a lot of you. Yeah. Look at that. Things are starting to blossom. Feeling like you have good news and that things are really going in your favor. I do feel like there is a lot of blessings. I do feel like there's a lot of connections, though, as well, and that you're really connecting to someone. That is definitely someone. And even if you are doing good at work, you could be also feeling like you have a little control about the situation, but feeling in control of this situation. I like that. Really moving towards some victory and having some fun. And we see the two hands here. It's almost like having a meeting together where it feels like you are in movement with someone else and really tying the bonds over here of a great friendship or a great relationship, however it is, whether it's, just take it how it resonates, right? One or the other. And it is bringing out your true desires. It does make me feel like you can be yourself around this person, whether it's a new friend, a new love, however, it's definitely one or the other. But I do feel the desires over here of the intention of, you know what, though? I like this because the exciting news is that I found somebody who actually is allowing me to be myself, and I feel like I can really be creative and be fun, and it is, for some of you, even fiery hot. Wow. Okay, so, whew. Okay, with the heart chakra open, there's that heart chakra I was talking about. It feels like your heart chakra is open. You're actually doing passionate things and with compassion as well, but enjoying yourself and really loving the time that you're having. And like I said, there is a lot of control in this situation. The person you could be dealing with may even have blue eyes. I don't know. I see that. See them looking at me. Blue-eyed beauty. Okay, so, of course, it doesn't have to be, but I do see that. Whoever's energy I'm picking up. With the nurturing over here, I do see this nurturing. This is nurturing. It's nurturing your passions, your desires, and it's actually very nurturing and very healthy. So I do feel this is a very healthy thing, and it's something that really gets you motivating. Change your focus. It changes your focus a lot, though, too. Maybe you go to work and you have a rough day, and and it helps you expand in creativities and doing things of this nature to, help you. And it's also helping your success and growth. Wow. Well, yeah, because think about it this way, though, Aquarius. Of course it is. Because now, whatever you may have been feeling before, if you get to do your heart's desires and you get to feel more passionate and finding a new friend and stuff, it's going to change your energy. So therefore, you will do better at work. You will feel like you're more on a successful path, even having the successful path to this new friendship. But because it's changing the focus around from maybe all the stress that you have, maybe it's even a stress reliever to have this new person around you, and allows you to go in the flow. And you feel very fortunate to have such a person around you to bring in such exciting new energy, times, play, however. Right? If you guys are going to the movies, doing things of this nature. So it is, and I do feel like it's also very rewarding and very healthy. I do have the open up card, so it's opening you up maybe even in healthier ways that, allow you to, I don't know, I just keep feeling like I get to be who I want to be, and it is very healing. Yeah, it's very healing, very healthy. And it could even be soul healthy, because if you've had bad relationships in the past, then this feels like this is a time for your soul to be able to heal, and it's bringing meaningful levels to you. So it is deep, and it's just very meaningful for you at this time. Wow, I love that. So let's see what's going on over here. Let's just bring out some of these cards, and then we'll use some tarot as well. So clarifying on the control over here is just saying that, what, the way that everything is blossoming, it just feels like it's a blessing, and where I need to be, it's messages. So you could be texting a lot, you sending messages a lot, really communicating a lot. So there is definitely a lot of communication. Feeling like this is your official person, This person could be an official. It could be somebody who ranks higher than you, somebody who you feel is, it could be a boss, or maybe they're a boss at work. Somehow or another, they feel a little more official than you, right? When it comes to whatever it is. Love that. So that is a very good thing. Love that. So let's clarify on the moving and the sacral chakra. So, and you know, for others of you, you could just be making them also an official person, like the person you want to talk to, because you know what, they're the ones that make you feel good, right? So I've made you like kind of number one. Maybe they make you feel like number one as well. Maybe they're making you the official person, and maybe it's 2 in 1. Who knows? Okay, so for some of you, it's courtship. Wow. So some of it, you guys are courting each other. That's very, and you know, that's a big thing too. You know, I've made you my official person because you show me courtship, right? You have this getting together socially. It could even be romantically or for just business reasons, however it is. Take it how it resonates. But however it is, there also could be some attempting to seduce someone. That's very interesting. So, or talking to someone into something. But however it is, it's still opening you up to allow you to be yourself. And we see these with the chakras because they're nice and open. So it's a good thing. That's a very, very good thing. So I don't see anything. There's nothing healthy, unhealthy here because we have the health here. So that's a very good thing. It's taking the honoring. Yeah, it's honoring the desire that you really need, right? So, and it's definitely the change that you felt that you really needed within your life because it's really helping within the healing process and helping you open up to new, better things within your life. And the healing will also bring in, you know, getting away from any anxieties or day's stress or anything of this nature. With the heart chakra, though, there is thoughts. Ooh, so there's a lot of thinking that you are doing about the situation. Some privileged lady. Ooh. Huh. Having thoughts of a privileged lady, it could be even a privileged man. You might even feel like you're, you know, that it is a privilege to have this person around you. That's kind of how I see it in some ways, because it just feels like, I don't know, that's for some of you. I don't really know how to explain that. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't really, like, whoa. Let me see what the card says in the book. The card represents prosperity, luxuries, creativity, and wellness. It also may show a young female friend or relative or a young privileged lady. It is the card that shows gentle and comfortable way of life. Okay, so take that how that resonates for you. I'm just going to leave it there. Okay, so anyways, and it nurtures the situation no matter what. But I think for a lot of you, we're going to put it in the comfort zone for some reason, because it really feels like it's more comfortable. I don't know if it's so much as it is a privilege as it is the comfort. They give you the comfort. They give you attention. And then maybe you could do the same, right? So, but I do feel this is an equal give and take within this situation. So it's very good. Within the change of mind, though, there is a little concern about the situation, though, when it comes to the nature. What is the concern? There is a little concerning, though, when it comes to change of focus. Clarify on the concern. Nurturing the situation for the prosperity. But, you know, the privileged lady is also sitting on the nurture, which is also prosperities. So it is a very prosperous thing, and that says it is that. The concern is the community. Changing the community. Change within the community. So you could feel like there is a concern about how the community. That one's got me kind of baffled in its own way. I take that how it resonates. I'm not sure. The concern of the community, I'm not getting that. And the next card coming out is occupation. We're going to have to actually clarify on this, guys, because that one's kind of throwing me for a loop. I'm not getting that. Like, I don't. The change, the concern is the change within the community of the occupation. Let's get a tarot card on that. Now, I get the change of the focus from the occupation, because I still feel like it's like when they got the day's stress going on and you go to work and you do the things that you do, they can actually, you know, enjoy time with you and take your mind off of the day's, you know, toil. You know what I'm saying? So I get that, but the community is the one that's kind of tripping me out. Let's see what that even says really fast. I don't have all of these down, but because they are still new, but that one's kind of interesting. The community. Maybe it's just the concern. The people of all who you feel connected to through family, friends, relatives, and those like-minded people. I'll just describe groups, unions, associates. Teamwork, positive work, and atmosphere. True friends and love. This card indicates having good people around you. Family, true friends, loyalty, cooperation, group efforts, helping each other out when needed. So the concern of the group. Within the occupation. Okay, so maybe there's people around you at work that you're not getting along with very well. Could be a boss or a coworkers or something, and so they take you away from the concerns of the occupation of the people that you are working with. That could be a huge possibility. See that how that resonates, my friends, because it's really what it feels like. That's what the change of focus is. It's not having to worry about. It just keeps going back to the same thing. Let's just still clarify on that anyways. Manifesting connections of love. Building strong bonds. Building strong bonds. Yeah, with new directions. I'm going with that. So, if it was the occupation of those people, what is it? Under determination, but you got the Three of Cups. So that definitely has some kind of connection between three. So it could be definitely not feeling like this hopeful for that. With the Knight of Wands, or yeah, deep desires. Definitely feeling like there's something else standing in the way of the situation. Feeling like there's something that is standing in the way. That's what it is, of the connection. And it definitely could be the work situation where you feel like, you know, other people are standing in the way at work of the communication. But you have the success and the growth, but you really don't. The success and growth with the King of Wands upside down with the Emperor. But even though you have control of the situation, within this success and the growth within the situation of whatever is concerning you, it's definitely not being able to be in your court. So there is still something there that is standing between the success and the growth. You have the success and the growth of what your heart's desire and how you're moving, but there is also something in the way that doesn't allow you to get exactly what it is you truly want for the overall satisfaction. But try to take the control as much as possible and just going with the flow and just listening and learning and paying attention. So, so it definitely could be that the work still takes you away from what you truly want, even within this new connection that you have. So maybe you can't give enough. You can't give enough of what you want, but this person does help you focus on new exciting things. But no matter what, look, the whole thing is like no matter what, you have to still go to work and deal with the stuff that you're dealing with, right? So that would still be the third party in the connection. So you can only escape it for so long, right? And then once you get back to wherever you're going after the day's ends, then you can go be with this person who can make you feel, you know, exciting and creative and have fun and do things. But pretty much what Spirit's saying is no matter what, though, this other thing will always be in the way. So it doesn't matter how you're doing things. It could even be, you know, just a flirtatious, you know, situation. But there's definitely always going to have this piece here that's always going to be stressful. Yeah, it's called work. Right? So pretty much what it's kind of saying is no matter how flirtatious and how much we're connecting, I can only be here for so long, but I still have to figure out how to get the ball back at my other, you know, at work to be able to feel 100% comfortable. Okay. Well, that's the way that is. Well, at least now that makes sense of where the community is coming through. So through the community, it only can change so much. You know, if you're still having problems with people at work and you're still going with the boss, this person can help you change the focus from that energy to a better energy, but they can't 100% take it away. That's what it's trying to say. But the overall card is good fortune. So you do feel like you have great fortune, and you feel like it's, you know, the more that the connection keeps going, the more expectations you keep having from this situation. For some of you, it could be a main female. It doesn't have to be female. It could be male, of course. But, you know, however it is, that's just, you know, overall, it's a good thing. I don't see anything, you know, it's a good thing, right? So at the end of the month, it's just going to continue to keep changing the focus in keeping you passionate. And it's going to also make you feel better when you're at work. But that doesn't mean that the stress of the day will go away. I think that's the point I'm making. It means the energy can change. You can feel more comfortable at work, but it's still going to stress you out. Absolutely. Yeah, it's still going to be an emotion tension, you know, and have intensive moments at work, no matter what, even though the connection is still the 10 of Cups, meaning you're going to have an overall satisfactory with the situation because they really give you what it is you really truly seek. Okay. So that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.